And he was born with a problem, not a permanent problem, but let me show you. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Hidden Heights Farm. I'm Kevin, and today we're going to do a little update on the farm. But first, we're going to show you guys how many baby black Spanish goats we have running around the farm. You guys been watching the last few videos, you know that the does have been kidding, and me and Rachel's going to go do a little update on them, show you guys the kids and how they're growing and such. And we did have a problem with one kid, and we're going to talk about that and how we tried to fix the problem or solve the problem, just in case any of you new goat owners have to deal with that. And you see these Kiko goats behind me, they're still all doing great. I did list this buck for sale, so he's on Craigslist now. So we'll see if we don't sell him, or trade him or do something with him. But we are out here and we are going to talk about these little baby Spanish goats. I think they're all in the barn. I need to go get Daisy some feed real quick and feed these goats, so stay tuned. Alright guys, it's dinner time here at the farm, so we're going to feed our animals. Got Daisy fed, and now we're going to walk around and check on these little babies. You see one there? That's one of the little boys. He's out and about, running around, about to get ran over. So let's go see what's going on with all the goats. The babies have been hanging out in the barn. And there's the baby we're going to talk about that had the problem. But first I'm going to get these goats some feed. Oh, you mamas making all that milk. You little babies better watch out. I'm gonna get ran over. Okay, so the video that I'm going to post on the birthing of the baby goat, this is the baby that was born. So on the doe that we have, she has a white spot on her head. It's the only one we have that has a white spot on her head that's solid black. And it has the little wattles just like its mom, and it has a little white patch of fur on one of the wattles. These wattles don't really serve a purpose, they're just something these goats have, and even some hogs have them. But what we're going to talk about, this baby was born from the mom that I kept talking about that was so wide, and we just knew she was going to have triplets or at least twins. And this is the only one she had. This was a huge baby. He probably weighs about 8 pounds or so, which is pretty big for a goat. And he was born with a problem, not a permanent problem, but let me show you, see if he's still doing it. And he's not doing it, but what he was doing is he was walking on his knuckles like that. he was bending his knuckles down like this right here and walking on this part right here. And that can be a couple of things. It can be a white muscle disease, or two, it could be because he is so large, and since he was so big, and his mom's a first-time mom, and she, you know, she didn't have a lot of room inside of her. Sometimes it bends their legs the way they're arranged inside their mom before they're kidded, and it bends these legs in their tendons, and their tendons kind of get stuck to where when they're born they can't really bend it to where they need to. And so one thing to fix that, we didn't know if it was white muscle disease or if it was just the tendons. But one thing I did do as soon as it was born, I noticed it, is I gave it 2 milliliters of this Selenium and vitamin E gel. So the white muscle disease is caused by a deficiency in selenium, which they get from the earth, the dirt, and rocks, minerals and such. And I don't think that's the problem, or we would have had more does having kids with that problem. And he was the only one, and of course he was so big, you know, if you guys seen the video, how big that she was, and he was the only kid, so he was scrunched up inside of her. So, it's been 2 days since he's born. I gave him the selenium the day he was born because we noticed him walking on his knuckles, and he's already better. So I'm thinking it was just the tendons in his legs that were kind of out of whack, and today I come out after work and he was walking on his hoofs like he's supposed to be. So just a little tip for any of you goat owners that has kids and you notice them walking on their knuckles, it's what they call their knuckles, like walking on their first joint. It's either the selenium deficiency or their ligaments just aren't stretched out all the way. And usually if you wait a couple days, if it's just their ligaments, they'll finally get to walking on them right because they'll get a little stronger and stretched out and they'll start walking on their hoofs right. But it never hurts to give them the selenium just in case they have that white muscle disease. So I'm going to put this little guy down and watch him walk around a little bit.
You can also splint their little legs.
Another thing you can do is get a toilet paper or paper towel roll and cut it however long you need it, and then cut it and just cut it down the long ways. Wrap their legs and then tape it with either like duct tape, electrical tape, or the Coban medical wrap. Just don't tape it too tight. And that's what we were going to do tonight, but when we got home from work and came out here, he's starting to walk a lot better. He's not walking 100% on it, but he's walking tons better already.
You can also use popsicle sticks as a splint.
Yes. Come here, over there. That little girl, she's jumpy. Come here.
He's still kind of walking a little funny, but
yeah,
now you can see he's kind of walking
way better. He was actually following his mom out in the pasture and trying to keep up with her, walking on his knuckles, and I was getting worried. And finally the second day, she kind of stopped going out so far and just stayed around him. So she's a good mom at least. These little guys are fast already. What do you think about all these babies, Daisy?
See if I can get in there close to see.
You got one jumping.
Still kind of doing it. Daisy?
Daisy wants in the camera, of course. Alright, let me show them these other goats. Alright guys, so we still have, I think 4 or 5 does that are pregnant that should be kidding. We got some that are really big and some that aren't that big. And they may have been some of the younger ones that were bred at a little later date. But they should kid. We should have a couple more kidding this week, I think. And the babies have been hanging out in the barn, which is really good because it's been raining this week and we're supposed to get like 3.5 inches tomorrow of rain. And I think these goats, baby goats, are big enough now that it won't be a problem. But let's say a mama had a baby out in the field and it started raining and flooding and the baby couldn't even stand up yet. That could be a disaster. And since me and my wife both work, we won't be here to save them. So hopefully these goats hold off and don't have any babies tomorrow because it is supposed to rain a lot. But as you can see, these goats that were born this last week are doing awesome. They're super playful. The camera's having a hard time focusing in here because of the light. See, Rachel found the baby. Is that the one with the legs?
No.
Oh no, I see his white.
He's still doing it though.
Yeah, he's way better though. He's getting better each day. If he ain't 100% by tomorrow, we might go ahead and splint him. But the mamas are doing great. These are all first-time moms, and they're doing wonderful raising these kids. Still got the loose minerals out here for them. Of course, with the moms making all the milk for the babies, it's important to offer a loose trace mineral for them at all times, just so they're not deficient in anything.
Who else needs snuggling?
Well, I'm sure any of them if you can catch them.
I got this one.
You're getting fast already.
Oh, you're dumb.
Is that a boy or girl?
Boy.
Boy.
Mom!
Yeah. Alright guys, so far I haven't even told you guys how many babies we got. We got 6 babies. So far 4 boys and only 2 girls, which kind of stinks, but the good thing is most of them are all healthy. All of them are healthy, with the exception of the one with the little crippled legs, which his tendons are stretching out and he's doing better. So 4 boys, 2 girls. And the only thing that's bad about that is we are trying to build our herd up of these registered Spanish goats. So we want females. We want them all to be females. That way we can keep the babies. We're going to sell this Spanish buck to bring in new blood because we are keeping his daughters. But, you know, we're blessed. We do have the babies we do have. We were expecting singles since all these moms were young first-time mothers. So that was to be expected, which we're perfectly fine with, because if you have young, smaller does having twins, sometimes they're not the best mothers. And even when they have singles, they're not the best mothers. But so far, these have all been great, and they've had singles, which is probably a blessing, because sometimes when a new mom has twins, it can be kind of a problem for them. So we just wanted to get you guys updated on these goats. I'm going to turn the camera around. So they're all 2 or 3, 4 days old now, and they're starting to be really playful. And Daisy keeps leaving her feed, and that buck over there eats her feed every time she walks away from it. Got a mama looking for her baby. I see you, girl.
Come eat. Come on, Daisy. Come eat your food.
This mama right here should be having hers pretty quick as well. She's getting pretty big. Also, I wanted to show you guys, I finally got these reels put out here and the rocks I got from Dutch's place. And I made this little climbing plaything for the adults. And the babies have been jumping around on these rocks and laying around these reels. They love it. The adults love laying on top of these reels. It gives them something to jump on and just lay across. So I think I'm going to build them a deck out of some 2x6s or something, if I can find some scrap ones. So now we're going to walk over and try to give you guys an update on the quail that we have remaining. You guys seen the video that I just posted of the stinking black snake we caught in the quail pen eating the babies. So I think we're down to 4 quail now. So let's go check and make sure we still got the 4 that we had. All right guys, I said I was going to show you the pygmies first, but I'm out here by the Kikos. I just wanted to show you guys an update on them. They're doing awesome. They haven't tried to get out or anything. And here comes one sock. You can see her white sock she's got on one front leg. Yeah, you're a good girl. She's friendly. She was a bottle baby. So if you guys know anyone looking for a nice Kiko buck, tell them to send me an email or check out the Tulsa area Craigslist. I got him posted on there now. I know I had a couple of you guys asking, but I can't remember who all was asking. Girl, that's a hot fence. What you doing, boy? Hmm? What you doing, boy?
Ready?
Give me that ball, Skeeter.
You don't get fat.
Alright guys, so we are over here in the pygmy pen, and just an update, we have not found a livestock guardian dog to replace Bear yet, so we're still searching pretty hard, but we're being really picky. And these turkeys, an update on them, they're doing awesome. They haven't tried to fly out, which I'm really surprised, because I haven't even been feeding them. They're just eating grass and bugs, which is what we want them for. And the pygmy goats are all doing excellent. We should be having some of our younger bucks for sale. We're not going to keep any of the pygmy bucks, so we'll be having to sell them pretty soon before they start trying to breed everybody. And let's go check out these quail. Pygmy goats are pygmy goats. Alright guys, so here's the quail and the 2 turkeys that we have left. As you can see, we only have 4 quail left out of the 8 that we actually hatched and raised. That's not good numbers, but if you've seen the last video we posted, the black snake pretty much wiped us out, so I don't know. We'll see if the quail is going to be something we can do here on the farm or not. It's been kind of a struggle so far. But as you can see with my setup, I don't have to worry about the mess. As far as Dutch's setup, his is messy, you know, because he had it out in the garage. But something like this, if you do have an outdoor place to put a hutch or a pen like this, you don't have to really worry about the mess, because anything that falls on the ground, chickens eat. Okay, now we're out in the turkey pen. Got the baby turkeys and Americanas, and we are down to 3 Americana hens because 1 got out and I haven't been able to find her. But there is Dutch's turkey, and he still has not got the turkey yet. I need to either take it over or he needs to come get it pretty quick, because you can see how fast it's growing. And there's one of the black Spanish turkeys. The 2 right here are the black Spanish turkeys we hatched out from our own black Spanish hens. It'll probably be a month or so before we turn them out to free range with their parents. But I think the white turkey is fixing to outgrow the black Spanish, and the black Spanish are a little bit older than the white turkey. And that's good, because this is the one Dutch is wanting to butcher for his Thanksgiving dinner for his family. They grow a little faster, so that's a good thing if you want to butcher turkey anyways. I see Rachel made a friend with Princess here. You talking to your mama, Princess?
She's rotten.
So Princess was a bottle baby last year in 2018, early 2018 in the winter, and her mama ended up dying. And we raised her with the bottle. And the little goat we have over in the Spanish pen, that is how we got started on the Spanish, Tiny. We bought Tiny to be a companion for Princess here.
Except nobody liked Tiny.
No, nobody still likes Tiny.
Poor Tiny.
They're still mean to her over there. Okay guys, that's our update for this video. We just wanted to kind of keep you guys up to date on what's going on. We've been posting a few random videos, like the snake video, and then the birthing of that one goat, baby goat. So anyways, hope you guys like this video. Baby goats are growing fast. Hopefully make some more videos on them. I know everybody likes seeing the videos of the baby goats. So
thanks for watching, guys. We appreciate it.
Yes, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment below, and we'll see you next time, guys.